Hello and welcome to the KOFISI Connect podcast, your source for a wealth of roundtable discussions on the workplace and business, as well as cultural news and trends from the diverse and dynamic continent of Africa. I'm your host, Patience Ndunge, and today I'm very pleased to introduce Japheth Okoth, who's the country director at Uweza Foundation, Murrel Aluoch, Kimani and Kelvin Miroro, Karibuni Sana, who are all artists from Uweza Art Gallery. So we'll start with introductions and then we'll just dive into the questions. Maybe, Jeff, you can start.
Okay. Thank you very much for hosting us here. And it's always a pleasure to be at KOFISI, being one of our biggest partners since we started working together under the Uweza Art Gallery. So today we have a couple of artists who are here today, and I'll let them introduce themselves.
Okay.
I'm Kelvin Miroro, artist from Uweza.
Hello, I'm Samuel Kimani, an artist from Uweza. Yeah.
I'm Murrel Aluoch, an artist from Uweza, and I'm grateful to be here.
Karibuni Sana. Okay. KOFISI Africa has been working with the Uweza Foundation for 6 years now, with art bought from Uweza hanging in all our KOFISI centers and through our fundraising paint and sip member events, which we've been doing almost annually. So tell me a little bit about how the money raised supports the work of the Uweza Foundation. That's you, Jeff.
Okay, so basically what works with our gallery is we have a gallery in Kibera. So we target young people in Kibera who come into the gallery. We offer free materials for the artists, and we market their art online. Mm-hmm. So once an artist gets to sell the art piece, that is, 60% goes to the artist and 40% goes back to the art gallery, so that we can be able to sustain the program. So what we basically do with our 40% is we get to buy materials for the gallery, pay the gallery the rent, the utilities that are required at the space. Then on top of it, what I would say is for the artists, what I've seen artists who have educated themselves through the sales that they have gotten. I've seen artists who are empowering their own families through the sales that they are getting from the gallery. So basically, so far, I would say the partnership between Uweza Art Gallery and KOFISI has really been beneficial, not only to the gallery itself, but also to the artists that we are impacting into their lives.
Okay. So each of you artists brings a unique perspective to Uweza. How long have you been with Uweza, and what are the changes you've seen in those years? Maybe I'll start with you, Murrel.
Okay. I've been at Uweza for about 6 years now, I think. And one of the major changes I've seen is there's an increase in female artists, me being one of them. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Samuel?
I've been with Uweza since the exhibition at Alliance Francaise, so it's about 11 months. And I've seen my financial, okay, when the finance has come up, mm-hmm. Yeah, basically more art base, mm-hmm. And I've also educated myself and also gained more skills, yeah,
okay.
Through selling, yeah.
Okay. I've been in Uweza for more than a decade. Yeah, I'm the OGs of the Uweza. Yeah, Uweza has really helped me a lot. I've been able to educate myself at the campus, yeah, and do my other stuffs like pay my small bills, mm-hmm. Yeah. Also, I've been able to grow my art styles. I've been able to do like different styles, yeah.
Okay. What did you do in campus?
I did procurement.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And Jeff, I know you've got the Uweza Art Gallery, but that's not the only program that you support. So we'd love to hear about the broader impact of Uweza Foundation.
So Uweza is a registered NGO in Kenya. Mm-hmm. So apart from the art gallery, that is also one of the programs that we run. We also have a scholarship program that we sponsor kids in Kibera from primary school, high school, and also in university. Then we also have a women empowerment program where we get young mothers in Kibera who come together for them to be able to be taught business skills, also for them to engage within themselves and find solution of some of the problems that they have. And we also get to give them small grants to start small businesses for themselves. Then we have a girls also empowerment program that we call the Golden Girls. So basically it's a program where it's an out-of-school program that girls come to our center for a mentorship program that we get to talk to them about taking care of themselves. We talk about hygiene, we talk about self-esteem. So basically for them to grow up as young girls who are empowered and are confident to face the world. Coming from Kibera, maybe you will not get an opportunity for someone to mentor you at an early age, being a girl. Then we also have the soccer program where we have a girls soccer team right now that is playing in the NSL for the girls. And then we also have a male team. So basically the soccer program, we target kids from the age of 8 years up to 18 years. Yeah, so those are the programs that we run under Uweza.
It's not just the art gallery. Okay, and then just talking about collaborations and partnerships. How essential are collaborations and partnerships to the success and the growth of the foundation? And maybe the artists can be the ones answering this question. Do you feel like you benefit from these collaborations? And if so, in what ways? Maybe Kelvin will start this time around.
Okay. Like the collaboration was like, I did the pots myself, Murrel and Bahati. So it was a new experience. I never did pots before. I was like doing paper and canvas. So it was like a new experience. Yeah.
And this is in partnership with KOFISI.
Yeah.
KOFISI,
Yeah.
okay. Samuel?
For me, I can talk about the partnership with the Uweza Fund, where artists gone through learning and training. I can say it benefited a lot. Like for me, I got to know another different style through the artist called Japheth. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I have partnered with KOFISI. We were partnered with KOFISI, and like Miroro said, that was also a first-time experience for me, painting on pots. Now I know I can venture into that. And also we partnered, we did a book last year. 2 books actually. Only one is out, the other one we are still
work in progress.
It's a work in progress. So now I can, I've ventured into the pot, and now I can confidently say I do illustration. I call myself a registered illustrator now. I also joined the workshop, the Uweza Fund, and what I liked about it, the focus wasn't narrowly just on painting. It covered a lot of things. It covered mental health, and that is really important to me. And I think it was also empowering, especially for us female artists, because this industry is influenced by male. And it's so dominated. And it was so powerful to see other female artists in that space, because usually at the gallery, I think we were very few, not more than 5, right?
Yeah.
And out of these 5, I think I was the only active one. Wow. And it kind of feels lonely sometimes, because in as much as we are not, I'm gender fluid, like I don't conform myself to a certain group. It feels nice to have fellow counterparts, like female, just having that, togetherness. And yeah, so it felt amazing being at that workshop and knowing there are like-minded females in the industry.
Oh, that's great. You talked about mental health and why that's important. To maybe just touch a little bit on that.
There's I don't want to call it a stereotype. I think it's true. Artists are mad people. Like, we need a bit of madness to be an artist. You must be mad. Yeah, because creativity is not like, it's easy. It's mental, it's spiritual. A lot goes on. And sometimes you get to the negative side of madness. You get, like, you have your episodes. There's this thing called an art block. That is where you really want to do art, but you don't have this, I don't want to call strength. You don't have the energy to do it. And when you're alone and confined in your own negative space, you won't get out of it unless you surround yourself with your fellow artists. On mental health, that was important to me at that workshop.
Oh, that's good. It's important to talk about mental health.
Maybe if I dig in on collaboration, I would say in terms of collaboration, what has really helped also not only the foundation, but the artists themselves. Because you get, the talent is there. There's a lot of talent in Kibera. But the opportunity to showcase this talent is what is not there. So if I give an example of even KOFISI itself, you have so many visitors who come in and out of your centers, in different centers. And when the artists get that opportunity to showcase their pieces, so it gets them to be known by people who they would have never expected to know them. So we have even had artists who have gotten opportunities to travel out of Kenya just because of pieces that they did. Like, we did pieces during COVID that the artists were trying to make people aware about COVID, and it went viral, and we got an opportunity to go to Spain with 2 other artists. It was the first time for them to get out of Kenya. So I would say collaborations are really helping. So in terms of not only the growth of the foundation, but also for them to get more opportunities for someone just to get to see the talent that is there.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's amazing. Okay. We had a great day with you and Uweza women's soccer team. That's one of the programs you've mentioned earlier at Toy Primary School in Kibera. This was in celebration of International Day of Forests. And we planted 50 trees in collaboration with Grow, that is Sunseed Dates, kindly donating the plants. So just an update, how are the seedlings coming along and why are sustainability initiatives like this so important to the community? And that will go to you, Jeff.
So I would say it was a real good success because we got our girls to be involved. So for them, it was an opportunity for them also to get to nurture something that they have not for the first time. And to be able to grow a tree is a good thing because they usually use the field. And when we were there, you could see that there was need for the trees to be there. For sure. So in terms of also just making the environment to be a good environment for them, because having the green nature with them and playing soccer there, it's really a good thing for them. And also, they are the ones now taking care of the tree. So they have to make sure that they water it, because I remember they were assigned each of them a tree. And we're grateful that we were able to take part in this initiative together with KOFISI and Grow. And we look forward to seeing those trees grow as we build on it.
And we're looking forward to doing a follow-up of just even growing more trees. And I remember we had a conversation about even coming up with a nursery as well, so we'll still follow up on that.
Thank you.
And coming up soon is our latest Uweza fundraiser. That is the pottery edition of Paint and Sip, a really fun variation on our usual canvas painting events. And this one is in collaboration with Kuzi, we mentioned earlier. Maybe the artists, and then Jeff can touch on it a little bit. What can participants expect from the upcoming event? Given that you said you were just trying out the pot and you love it, maybe Murrel can start.
Expect a lot of fun because now this also will be new for them. In every other sip and paint, it's always canvas, same old thing. So this is an introduction of a new thing. It's really important to learn, to have new experiences and explore.
Okay.
For me, it will be my first time. And looking forward to see what the creativity of the participants. Yeah, because we mostly say that artists are creative, so they can see what we'll wait and see what the participants will do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll say the event will be messy. You know, the pot is not like canvas. Most of the pot will like broke. Yeah. It's going to be fun and messy.
And still messy at the same time.
But that's the fun part of it.
The messy part.
So someone is like going to maybe finish the pot, maybe before going home with it, maybe like it will be itavunjika. Yeah, you see. So atakuwa disappointed.
And where is that?
It's fragile.
Sinakonga paint and sip.
Yeah.
You're painting and you're gypsy.
So it will be easy on the CP. We'll make sure we take care of the
It's easier
CP.
to mess with the pot than with the canvas.
Okay.
But it's going to be a great opportunity because this is something that we have not done before in any of our events. But we have painted pots. We have done this together with KOFISI, and Murrel and Kelvin worked on this. So it's something that I know the pots are there, and we are grateful that KOFISI is donating the pots for us on this particular day. And it's something new. So I think for the guys who have never been to any of our paint and sip, we look forward to welcoming you and getting to explore a new kind of art that we can be able to explore together with the guests that we'll have on this particular day.
So it's going to be one adventurous ride.
Yes.
Okay. And then are there any other fundraising events you're hosting, and how can people or our listeners get involved in raising the targeted amount, which is 50,000 USD? And then maybe how far are you to reaching that target, Jeff?
So basically what I would say is that we always have keep our eyes open, our doors open for events and also to fundraise each and every day for our programs, which are assisting over 400 kids so far. And I would say in terms of supporting the program, you can make a donation to Uweza. You can sponsor a child. You can be able to purchase the book that Murrel was talking about. So the book was illustrated by Murrel, but it was written by a young guy from Kibera. It's a children's book that you can also purchase. You can be able to make in-kind donation, that in terms of the materials that we use at the gallery. And on top of that, you can buy art. So I would say in terms of the amount that we want to raise so far, we are at 60% so far. So any support that we get from corporate organization or individuals out there, we really appreciate.
Okay. And then looking ahead, what is the vision for the foundation's future, and how can our listeners again support the Uweza Foundation? This one I'll direct to the artists. Maybe Kelvin can start. So it's not Murrel starting the time. What way do you need help from our listeners as an artist?
Buy art.
Buy art. Okay.
Buy art from live artists.
Yeah, true. Don't buy from
Don't wait for us to die.
And then buy the art.
And then buy the art and hike the prices when I'm not here. How am I supposed to feel?
Yeah.
My achievement when I'm there.
Mm-hmm. They can also come down to the gallery, Kibera as well.
Yes, I would say that. And in terms of just vision is for the organization, we would really love to reach out to as many young people as possible. That there, as I said, there is a lot of talent. There is no opportunity. That we would love to grow the gallery to not only have like right now we have around 30 active artists, but if that is possible for us to grow it even more, that the gallery does not only reach a limited number, but the number also gets to grow. So the more we empower artists through the space that we have in Kibera, we will really be happy with that. And then get as many other people on board who would want to come in just to collaborate with the gallery and help the gallery grow in terms of just putting an art on one of your walls, and that gets to assist the artists that we are also working with and we're trying to support.
Okay. Maybe just touch on the prices for people who have no idea how much they go for.
Let me let Kelvin or Murrel talk about
Prices are flexible.
Yeah.
What's
Could go
flexible?
from as low as 5 and above.
5,000
5,000 shillings
Okay.
to 100 to 200, depending on how rich. Please be rich.
I think in terms of pricing, we leave it to the artist to do the pricing. I think so far the most expensive art I've seen that has been bought at the gallery, I think went for 180,000 Kenyan shillings. But as Murrel just said, you can get art from like 5,000 shillings to 100,000 shillings.
Depending on your
But
pocket.
yeah, it all depends with also the work that has been put in by the artists.
themselves.
Because they themselves do the pricing for the pieces that they make. Yeah.
Okay. And then lastly, but not least, as an inspiring, this one is for you, Murrel, female artist at Uweza. Can you just briefly share your journey? I know you've touched a little bit on it and experience with the program. And what message would you like to give young girls who are aspiring to pursue a career in the arts?
So, what I'd like to say is parental guidance is very important. Parental nurturing is very important. For me to continue being an artist, it started from somewhere. And I encourage parents to be keen on looking out for what their kids love to do and maybe giving support fully from childhood. It's really helpful. So I started drawing when I was a kid. My dad noted it. He used to buy me crayons. He did pose for me, him and my mom. I'd make funny sketches, but they loved it.
Yeah.
They fully supported me. So that's really important. And also, art space is not just for me. It's not a male thing. No, because when I say I'm an artist, I get asked, hey, you're this is a boy's thing, nini, nini. It's very accommodating. Everyone is born an artist. Mm-hmm. We all take different directions eventually. And also, most of my artwork are themed. The themes are to empower girl child. You'll see a lot of girls wearing very huge heels and and reading books, and the paintings are very colorful, and also you'll see them rocking their African attires. So the message I pass with that is we can still transform into this new what? Like we can still be very modern, but still stay very in touch with your roots, and still be very powerful. And it's not like a feminist thing, because also boys are in my paintings. And the feminism in this painting is we are all supporting each other. The boys are also helping push the girls, because as we know, Africans from way back, the girl's voice wasn't heard, And then there came feminism, where girls were given more power, and then the boy child was neglected. So it was bringing a rift. So now what I'm trying to do is empower both kids. Yeah, but most of the topics covered are girls, because I'm a girl. I can only relate with what I know. Yeah. So, and I'd also wish that girls would just know they are capable of doing anything they set their mind to. And yeah.
That's amazing. Thank you all for sharing your insights. I'm looking forward to seeing you on 1st August. That's when we'll be having the Paint and Sip, the Potter's Edition, at KOFISI Square. And it's always a pleasure working with all of you at Uweza Foundation. Thank you very much.
Thank you.